Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Powerfully persuasive. A telling presentation. An act of narration. Disclosing information or giving evidence about another. Disclosing unintentionally something concealed. A telling smile. Producing a strong effect. A telling gesture. Informing by words. Powerfully persuasive. A cogent argument. Excessively fat. A weighty man. Powerfully persuasive. A weighty argument. Of great gravity or crucial import, requiring serious thought. The weighty matters to be discussed at the peace conference. Weighing heavily on the spirit, causing anxiety or worry. Weighty problems. Having relatively great weight, heavy. A weighty load. An act of narration. His endless recounting of the incident eventually became unbearable. Law. The principle that an act done at a later time is deemed by law to have occurred at an earlier time. His attorney argued for the relation back of the amended complaint to the time the initial complaint was filed. Sexual activity between individuals, especially the insertion of a man's penis into a woman's vagina until orgasm and ejaculation occur. A person related by blood or marriage. He has distant relations back in New Jersey. An act of narration. He was the hero according to his own relation. An abstraction belonging to or characteristic of two entities or parts together. Usually plural, mutual dealings or connections among persons or groups. International relations. Smooth and flowing. Disclosing information or giving evidence about another. The act of singing vocal music. Disclosing information or giving evidence about another. Speak about unimportant matters, rapidly and incessantly. Divulge confidential information or secrets. Disclosing unintentionally something concealed. The speech act of making something evident. Showing or making known. A revealing glance. Someone who gossips indiscreetly. Disclosing unintentionally something concealed. A telltale panel of lights. Producing a strong effect. Gave an impressive performance as Othello. Making a strong or vivid impression. An impressive ceremony. Informing by words. A request for payment. The notification stated the grace period and the penalties for defaulting. An accusation of crime made by a grand jury on its own initiative. Informing by words. Intended or having the power to induce action or belief. Persuasive eloquence. Serving to instruct or enlighten or inform. Tending to increase knowledge or dissipate ignorance. Providing or conveying information. Providing or conveying information. Producing or capable of producing an intended result or having a striking effect. An efficacious law. Marked by qualities giving the power to produce an intended effect. Written propaganda is less efficacious than the habits and prejudices of the readers. Having legal efficacy or force. Producing or capable of producing an intended result or having a striking effect. His complaint proved to be effectual in bringing action. Exerting force or influence. The law is effective immediately. Producing or capable of producing an intended result or having a striking effect. An air-cooled motor was more effective than a witch's broomstick for rapid long-distance transportation. Able to accomplish a purpose. Functioning effectively. People who will do nothing unless they get something out of it for themselves are often highly effective persons. Existing in fact, not theoretical, real. A decline in the effective demand. Ready for service. The fort was held by about 100 effective soldiers. Works well as a means or remedy. An effective reprimand. A fine cord of twisted fibers, of cotton or silk or wool or nylon etc. Used in sewing and weaving. The act of giving an account describing incidents or a course of events. Tell or spin a yarn. The act of giving an account describing incidents or a course of events. His narration was hesitant. A message that tells the particulars of an act or occurrence or course of events, presented in writing or drama or cinema or as a radio or television program. Rhetoric. The second section of an oration in which the facts are set forth. A public instance of reciting or repeating, from memory, something prepared in advance. The act of giving an account describing incidents or a course of events. A detailed account or description of something. He was forced to listen to a recital of his many shortcomings. A detailed statement giving facts and figures. His wife gave a recital of his infidelities. Performance of music or dance, especially by soloists. The speech act of making something evident. The last book of the New Testament contains visionary descriptions of heaven and of conflicts between good and evil and of the end of the world, attributed to St. John the Apostle. The speech act of making something evident. Communication of knowledge to man by a divine or supernatural agency. An enlightening or astonishing disclosure. A speech act that conveys information. A speech act that conveys information. To furnish incriminating evidence to an officer of the law, usually in return for favors. Cautionary advice about something imminent, especially imminent danger or other unpleasantness. The warning was to beware of surprises. Serving to warn. A message informing of danger. A warning that still more bombs could explode. Notification of something, usually in advance. They gave little warning of their arrival. Make or write a comment on. Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. A sign posted in a public place as an advertisement. A request for payment. The act of noticing or paying attention. He escaped the notice of the police. Express recognition of the presence or existence of, or acquaintance with. Notice or perceive. Advance notification, usually written, of the intention to withdraw from an arrangement of contract. We received a notice to vacate the premises. An announcement containing information about an event. You didn't give me enough notice. A short critical review. The play received good notices. Polite or favorable attention. His hard work soon attracted the teacher's notice.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.